Hello, today we are going full engineering nerd, and I'm going to tell you why impact is better than non-impact. When I am done, you will never do a non-impact investment again, I promise you. Let's jump in. We have a wonderful property here, 245 units at 90% occupied. Each unit spends $1,175 per year electricity. Total of $259,000 in change. Common costs for this property, pool, lighting, and parking lots, etc. $56,000 per year. So let's see what we have here. Our typical property, you got 259,088. That is from this. This is a direct bill from our tenants for the electricity that they use. We have our expenses. We have the $56,000 from here, common cost. And again, we have the $259,088 here because we have to pay the utility company. So this is a wash. So our NOI from electricity is negative $56,000 a year. Now, if I looked at it at a 7 cap, we got $56,000 at a 7% cap. That is negative $800,000. So because of the expenses to operate this property, our equity drops because we can't keep the NOI up. Now, this is where it gets good. Let me show you what happens when you put solar panels up on your roof or somewhere. So now we get an income, $259,088. We're the utility company. We're producing power, the tenants are paying us. Our expenses, let's say our expenses are around $10,000 a year, and that's really high. And this is for maintenance of our solar system. And you're asking, well, where did this $56,000 go? And where did this go? Well, remember, we put in solar. We're producing all the power that this property needs. So we don't pay power for common, and we don't pay power to the utility. We are the utility. So what does our NOI become now? $259,088 minus $10,000. We have an NOI just from producing power of $249,088. Now, look at a 7 cap here. Look at this, 3.56 million. Look at the delta. I went from a negative $800,000 to a positive $3.6 million in equity just from putting in solar. Yes, you're going to say, well, John, don't you have to pay for that solar? Sure I do. But with the Inflation Reduction Act, I can get almost 60% of the cost of my solar system paid for by the federal government. Then I take depreciation on top of that. I ended up paying, 40%, maybe a little less of the total cost. So we pay back in a couple years. And then when we go to sell that property, look at what we give the next buyer. This number, because they get this NOI and it doesn't go away. And guess what? As utility rates increase, guess what's happening here? The equity in the property of a non-impact, a typical property, keeps going down. Every 3% increase, 10% increase, utility rates are climbing everywhere. In Tulsa, they climbed 20% last year alone. This 245 unit deal, it's our South Glen investment property, an opportunity that you can get into in Tulsa for accredited investors. DM me. Well, I want to tell you about this. This is where money is made. This is why when we say impact, we not only impact you, the investor, we impact the property. We are giving people reduced cost and power. We are resilient across escalation costs year over year over year. What investment do you have that is doing this? So to all those folks that say no to EFG, I say you're saying no to money. I say bring it on. We like money. DM us. Do a discovery call. We are here to help make an impact.